It's your boy DeyZan. This is part 2. I think we left off on that last video at Green Road. I had to ride the bus around a little bit, try to get my bearings back. It's like riding a bike though. I got this whole city mapped on the back of my back, like that dude from Prison Break, I think. I came out here. This is the area where me and my Aunt Crystal, this was our little shopping center back in the day. Now I'm on the north side going towards Durham. Like I said, the residential area is like an hour walk away. Can't believe I used to do that. They could never say I was lazy boy. And I'm a lazy boy, but when it came to going to work, nah, I'll walk an hour both ways. It's like a 2.5 hour walk every day for like 5 years. Shout out to the chat, everyone dropping likes on the video. I got about an hour, so I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I keep forgetting I'm in a different time zone. Shit throwing me off because I ain't been to sleep since yesterday. And I was like, what time is it? 3 o'clock? The fuck? I was like, damn, it'd normally be 12 o'clock. I normally just start streaming. I've been up. I don't know. I don't know how many hours I've been up, actually. I've been up all the hours. Almost 24. I gotta start booking hotel rooms. I stayed outside for like 8 hours. Shout out to YB Cloud. He said, yo, bro, please help me. Help you with what, bro? Help you with what exactly? What's going on? You got a question? Questions, comments, question marks? Hopefully these ants don't get me. Nah, boy. Get off my bag, ho. Gotta get me a nice little carry-on bag real quick. I'll try not to carry on North Carolina ants, so they don't be gang-banging the red ants in the desert. YB Cloud, you never answered my question, bro. Help you with what? Or you just a... What's some shit called? You're just a bot, right? But anyway, another day in paradise. But yeah, rest in peace to my Aunt Crystal. She held me down in 2005. Before and after Atlanta too, so from like 2006 until the end. So from March to December 2006. And then from March to like May of 2007. It's almost a whole year. I didn't expect to come back from Atlanta. And I had nowhere to go, so I called her. She was like, come on back. You still got your room. And I went back and got a job back at Burger King for a little while. I was assistant manager before I left. But I just came back regular. And then I got another job with my ex at that time at Domino's, so I was working 2 jobs for a little while. Then she got tired fast. But yeah, man. This is where it all went down. This is the 20s. This when shit started to suck. Yeah, 20, 21. I feel like my dad getting locked up put a fork in everyone's plan. Life would be totally different if he never got locked up. Because him being removed from the equation, I'd say my dad was kind of like the matriarch. He was the one that kept his family together in his generation. He was the oldest boy, so. Then he was the bully too, so they listened. But once he got locked up, that shit went chaotic for years. I didn't know what or who to believe. I hope no one has to go through that shit. That's like the hardest thing I went through in my life, actually. You would think it'd be the death of my mother. Death is kind of final. Prison lingers. Prison, you die every birthday, every holiday, every move, every setback. That shit wasn't fun. I ain't get out of that energy of like being weighed down by him being in prison until like 5 years ago. He been locked up for like 20 years. He missed half my life so far. He got no idea who I am. That's sad. But these are the breaks. Real life shit, real nigga shit. Boo-hoo, sad story. Typical American dad story. Ain't that what Drake said? He a Scorpio too, ain't he? Yep, same shit. So am I. Scorpio times 3. But yeah, my dad getting locked up sent me out this way, basically. And his sister, Mother Crystal, the oldest female, she upheld her promise to my mom more than my dad, I think. So she looked out for the cookout. I got the job. I was paying half the rent, so everything was copacetic. I just couldn't get enough money to get a damn car. This side of town, you need a car. There's no, I don't know if you can tell, but there's no fucking sidewalks. And this is like the busy area, because I go straight to the next city. Straight down there goes to the airport, Durham, all that shit. So, you know, you gotta bounce. When you walk all the way down that way, you get to one of our more popular malls. But we lived an hour walk that way. On the other side of them trees. So yeah, no bueno. And she was working an hour away. So I couldn't get a ride or nothing for her. And even if I could, I wouldn't bother her. We're in our own worlds, like roommates for real. But she taught me so much. She let me drive her car one time. I scared the shit out of her. I was like, chill. I passed my driver's test, so I know how to do this. I just couldn't get a car fast enough to get my license. And my dumb ass wanted to get in a serious relationship with an unserious person. Should have stayed my ass right at Burger King as an assistant manager for at least 1 or 2 more years. It would have worked me to death, but I would have had my car. They're about to put me on salary. But you had to work 6 days a week. And I was like 20, 21. I was like, not yet. Not for the next 30 years of my goddamn life, I'm not. Hell no. My beats are too fire for that shit. I'm good on that one. Shout out to the chat. All right, Johnny boy, you proud of yourself? I know your mother isn't. What you need some advice on? Hello, brother. How's you going? Cheese cannabis. What are you smoking? Your ops? Cheese cannabis. Oh, that's my favorite. Imported babies. Oh, you guys all foreign body counts? What country y'all come from? They pay y'all pretty good? Shout out to TBFB. Salute my brother. I was just recounting the past. Again, part 2. This time I'm on the north side. I picked up had to pick me up a carry-on bag and a shirt. The prices ain't too bad. I thought this shit was gonna be juiced out here. Not yet. Not Walmart. I will say what the most disappointing thing is, you cannot find an Arizona for $1 nowhere. Even here. Sheets were selling the Arizonas 2 for $3. I was like, where in the can does it say that? How y'all squeezing 2 quarters out of these? There's nothing but water with little sugar packets at the bottom. That shit crazy. Eamon Raw, France new PM quit already. France always on fire. They ain't got no money. I'm getting baked in the morning, bro. I've been up for 24 hours. What are you talking about? You getting baked off of nicotine? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't know what black and milds are? You ain't a smoker. Stop on it. You like brandy. You want to be down ass nigga. Weed ain't legal out here. Are you crazy? I don't even know where to get weed around here. I'm so tapped. I'm so out of that game. That's why I moved to states where it's legal. DC, Seattle, Vegas, California. You ain't gonna catch me nowhere else for the rest of the days of my life when Genghis Khan. I don't think they'll ever legalize it here. They're weird about that. And they got plenty of land to grow it. I swear they do. They'll make a killing out here for real. They already grow the legal out here in some places. But if they're like committed to the game, does everyone here want to smoke anyway? I just don't understand why they don't want the revenue. Walmart CEO to freeze hiring for 3 years to concentrate on AI and other automation. What? Walmart a revolving door anyway. How they want to freeze hiring? Oh shit, my Canadian geese are back. How you doing, boy? I haven't seen you in a year, boy. I haven't seen one of them in a year, man. They got a new migration pattern or something. They definitely not in the damn desert. They're definitely not in the desert. I don't blame them. Ain't they supposed to be in Canada right now? It's damn October. I don't know. They're usually here in the spring and summer, but maybe they leave for the winter. Or maybe they stay now because the fucking magnetic sphere is all fucked. I don't have one of their feathers, unironically. I saw some over there, but I didn't want to fuck with them. They get really nasty with you out here. They'll hiss at you, try to bite you. But yeah, Francing, because they ain't got the Africa blood money no more. And then Walmart, I don't know if AI gonna help them, boy. They need to roll back them prices and open up that 24/7 Walmart again. What's AI gonna do? They ain't gonna stop shoplifting. If that's what they thought. Bitch, they thought. Maybe it will. It'd be helpful if they make their regions poor by closing down all the mom and pop shops. Fuck do I know? Put a Walmart in a tent city, what do you think is gonna happen? Them people steal to survive. I keep meeting them. They'll tell you too. They're unbashful about it. I do not have the gall for that shit. All I need is for that little laser to go off. Beep, 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 beep. Ah, shit. I'm too big to be running. That's a white girl sport. Big black dude doing that shit? No, thank you. Jonathan L in the building. What's good, bro? 24/7. Walmart was everything, especially in college. AI going to buy groceries from Walmart? That's hilarious. He said a 3-year hiring freeze. You know how many people quit Walmart in 6 months? They gonna make it 3 years. Not hiring nobody for 3 years? They ain't gonna make it no 3 years. The damn Walmart gonna have 2 people in it. I don't know anybody who, like, from my circle that got a job at Walmart and stayed there. 3 years? Hell no. Every time I go to Walmart, it's a new cast. This one got Ethiopians. Where they come from? I don't know. They moving out here. I don't blame them. Our population density has shifted, as you can see by this. You got the white people, the black people. That's our native black people. Then you got more white people now. Well, that's unusual. You got the black bus drivers. Shout out to King Well. WHK7344. That's 10, that's 18, that's 9. Hey, smart. But yeah, I ain't got too much time. I'm just counting down the time until I gotta hit the next locale. I said I was gonna go live again, so I did. It's gonna help me kill time in this battery apparently, but as long as I got enough for a lift, which I should. But yeah, today's been a very interesting day. Very cathartic. What does that word mean? A cathartic release? I heard that somewhere. I think I'm using it correctly too. It's just life, man. Life will fucking life on you, won't it? Like, I don't even feel like I resonate with this environment no more. You know, I've been gone for 5 months. That's the longest I've been gone in 4 years. Well, 2 years in Charlotte, but that's still North Carolina. And I was coming back to Raleigh on a train and shit, so. Long distance dating. I remember my uncle told me, he was like, something with a girl? I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, she long distance. Oh, he said, oh, that ain't real. He said, it's long distance, that ain't real. He was correct. My stupid monogamous ass. I should have had him in all the area codes. It wouldn't matter. But I like to play the game fair for karma reasons. Not that it fucking helped me. Karma seems real one-sided when it comes to boy and girl relationships. They be getting away with murder, don't they? But you do one of the things that they do, and you're like scarlet letter. You're the worst of the worst. And then when they do it, it's emotions. I just feel What? So men can't feel like that either? Oh, what if I told you how I feel? Would I be able to do that? What if I told you I felt worse? The fuck? She was no good for me anyway. She had really bad anger issues. Like, she melted down. I don't know if that was COVID though. I wasn't clocking it like that. It wasn't like it was right now. This is early COVID. This is 2022. Damn, that was 3 years ago. Do I even remember her name? Hold on. Yes, I do. I won't for long though, because I'm not coming back here. Shout out to Psychic Crimes. Jonathan retracted another message. Jonathan, what are you trying to say out here, bro? That's your 5th retracted message. I feel like you're Chief Quimby. No. That's Dr. Claw. This message will self-destruct. Oh, involving the release of strong emotions through a particular activity or experience. A cathartic experience. Find it very cathartic to dance. Okay, yeah. Cathartic release. That is correct. I wasn't crying or nothing. If I keep thinking about my aunt, I might go. Should have thugged to her. Cause she the only fucking reason why I'm here. Even now. I hope I put on for my city when it comes to her. I don't know how to pay her back. I guess by not being a jackass and living my best life. I'm not that bad, but I can definitely be a lot better. Especially since I'm about to turn 40. I act like I'm grown soon. I don't even know how to do that. They don't teach you how to do that after a certain age. They just stop counting. Hello, was copy and pasting and it didn't look right. No problems. Come on, man. Why up? Y'all goofy, see. Now, if you die out here, I feel like they crawling on me. You don't know what a human is? How long have they been evolving? I wonder if they put the ants down here first, or after we got here. I wonder if we can fucking find out. Because you know science gonna lie about the age of something. The age of it based on its genes don't mean nothing. You assume they come from this planet. They assume this is a planet. I don't think this is a planet. I do not think this is a planet. Nah, it ain't a planet. This is a moon, bro. And that moon in the sky, that's the other one. There's 4 that look almost identical. Layout-wise. You see them in the old medieval drawings? Like you think they're showing you 2 sides of the hemispheres or something? They're not. They're talking about totally different planes. And I think the Hindus, their so-called ancient stuff, they allude to it too. And then the brother Noel who'll be in our chat, he know how to find that shit, boy. He got maps, descriptions, and old English depictions, and they were wilding out back then, boy. You ain't gonna convince me they was on horse and buggy. No, the fuck they wasn't. Not the way they were mapping stars and planets and moons. No fucking way they can do all that with a protractor or compass and then fuck around on a goddamn steed. That sounds like some broke boy shit. Especially if they come from another planet. Or plane, I should say. A plane of existence. That's not this one. So the good news is we are not alone. I think most people on this planet are not from this planet. Like, what's that called? Linearly either. I think more people come. Like in waves. I don't know how. Obviously within the last 400 years we got some new guests who want to steal all my history. That's cool. We're gonna find out where they come from soon. That cloud Atlas 3I pulling up. They want to start squealing soon. Because that's not the only one that's pulling up. They got one that's even bigger than that, right behind it. And all the ones I see local. That might be really why the government shut down too. No cap. The budget, one thing, but they would corral everybody across the world because they're doing that shit in Denmark and Germany too. They would be ready to be like, look, someone gonna tell them? Who gonna tell them first? What we telling them? Hold on, what we telling them? We telling them that's another civilization? Or are we gonna like do the whole AHA NASA rollout thing? Like, oh my God. What's that man saying? That they love Carl Sagan? Carl Sagan didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He's the first one to talk about it. Of course he didn't. Where's Grandma say? How the fuck would, man, fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson's ass? But yeah, nah, this ain't that. This is a multi-planetary moon. And probably the other ones too. You got this one. I'm pretty sure this one's Europa. I think I channeled that correctly. Because everything points to it. You got Europa, Callisto, Smyth-EL, and Ganymede. Those are the 4 Galilean moons of Jupiter. However, my research has led me to believe, for whatever fucking crazy reason, take it with a grain of salt. If this is indeed Europa moon, and I believe it is since I'm the European, so we're talking about the whole thing, because emperors, weren't the king of the country of Europe, we're the emperor of Europa, hence we're the Europeans. And then of course those native to Europa are the Europeans. Don't miss it. They're not white. We're Afro-Asiatics. But that's another story for another day, because we're doing dolls rolls and name stealing. Fuck the whole game up. But if this is Europa, and I'm indeed European, this moon is ours, and the other 3 are too. All 4 moons. I think this moon though was relocated or transferred to Saturn's E-ring. That's why the Pentagon and Space Force are an E-ring, like that's their thing. Well, the E-ring of Saturn would have moons. Most of them are frozen. If you look up the wiki for Europa, what it'll tell you, it's frozen. That's why I don't think it's in Jupiter's belt. Saturn's moons are frozen. Jupiter's moon shouldn't be. So I'm just deducing that. But because this is so Saturnian, Sabbatian, Sabbath, Saturday, Satan, all that, it stands to reason that we're Europeans in Europa and Saturn's influence, or we were previously in Saturn and then we transferred to Jupiter onto Europa. Either or, they're connected. Zeus and Satan are related. They're not. This galaxy is all the same family, basically. But it's not just this galaxy. And there's 95 moons. Don't miss that shit. There's at least 95 moons. So those the 4 Galileans are big. The biggest, I think. So obviously Earth, which is heart, or Mars, M-A-R-T-H instead of E. You spin the E, you get an M. So Marth or Marsh, Earth, but also heart. So, but because it's a collaboration of different species or planetary families, even that's like, that doesn't mean anything now if they're interplanetary already. We're mixed. And we and because of how advanced this is and how advanced we are as a species, if you will, we're probably not from this galaxy either. So you gotta go through all the planets, all the moons, and then go to another galaxy, and we still ain't at the beginning. And we still ain't at the beginning of the humanoid story. Well, you gotta go further back than that. So we've been around for millions of years. That I do know in my heart. But that doesn't speak for the unseen part of it. That part's confusing. I'm just tracking the genetics. Genetically, the human and the families that are here are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years old. Obviously, our chromosome 2 is, what do they call that? Spliced together? So they know it's artificial. So something very advanced a long time ago genetically modified 2 chromosomes and merged them into one, which gave us this expression. Meaning there's probably other species similar to us without that expression. So I would say we're amongst the most advanced if they keep making us the royals. But when I say they, that's where it gets weird. Because I don't know exactly if life when you die still exists in this paradigm. Obviously, you don't have your physical body, but I don't know if your soul, if you will, or your spirit, if you will, lingers in this space. Like kind of how like spirits and ghosts are now. Like if you die and you don't reincarnate or get another body, or you're not like condemned to somewhere, right? Then are you still within the plane of existence between? Or is death in your soul and your spirit, does it transmit itself to like a totally different dimension, which you would be eternal in a sense, you'd be much older than the human, period. I haven't resolved that yet. I don't know how to tell, because I don't know if our soul was created out of physical universe, basically. Like the thing that we are, that's driving, I don't know if that was created on the other side of another dimension, or if it's local. Like we're a local creation altogether. It's mind, body, spirit, all of it. Like from something in this dimension and not where we think heaven or the unseen is. I'm talking about like ultimately unseen, like behind creating behind God creating physical matter is what I'm trying to get at. Whereas if I code switch it to it's all physical reality, but we're a little bit more special than that because we're designed, then it would be as if God exists in this plane too, but he's just not local in the sense of or whatever it is too, because I'm still assuming, we all assume that God is humanoid because let us create God, man in our image, but we don't know if that's the God that created the planet. You know what I'm saying? Because they kept code switching, Lord, God, El, Jehovah. Like we don't know if that's all the same person or same entity, like the same degree. I don't know. The Bible doesn't, remember, it's not continuous. So you have no idea if each of those scrolls are referring to the same authority at all. We assume that because it's a family Bible. When you see the Almighty God or the Most High God, you're like, all right, that's the chief in command. But then you have the gods that are local. And they will still be gods to those people writing too. So I don't know. I don't want to get it too messy. But I know for my own prayers and my own thing and tapping into my higher self, if you will, what they call it, the soul or spirit, that God there, that thing there, that's real. But it seems to be an unseen force. But on the other hand, let's say if Archangel Michael came down here, he'd technically be God too because he's God's son. And if he appears as a humanoid or something similar, it'll be in this dimension and not in the unseen. So that's what's confusing to me. I don't know if God takes a body, because even in the Bible they said God spoke to them or walked with them or was in the garden with them. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and then people lived hundreds of years and obviously not here. So maybe that was Saturn or Mars. I don't know. But but I do know that we're multiplanetary. At the very least, we're multiplanetary. I think Blavatsky and the root races was getting at that too. But the root races don't come from here. They come here. So we're on our 4th, according to her, we're on our 4th root race. And then their theory is that every root race reincarnates 7 times. So it's like your soul is upgrading the vessel in the timeline as you go. I don't know. I wouldn't count on it. I'm gonna try to do the best I can do in this lifetime, irregardless, in case the rewards and the fucking unlocks travel over if we do reincarnate. I feel like I've reincarnated, but we don't know what's between those, right? And we don't know how long between them either, in terms of like space-time. Like, you know how like you could spend like a whole life in a dream? Well, you could probably spend a whole life in hell and only like 100 human years went by and your ass come back, you know what I'm saying? So I won't bank against it. I'm doing my scout's honor, because that punishment shit seemed very, all my ancestors talk about that shit. Like, you fuck up too much down here, your ass is going in time out. But at the same time, it's more plausible that you can be born again. That's the whole idea of Revelations, right? All the dead are raised and they live in a golden era. But are they raised from the dead, or are they reincarnated at the time of a golden era? That's a whole different story. So it can go either way. I would just say take care of your body and take care of this life the best you can, irregardless. And know that the Almighty is in charge of it all, no matter who the little liaisons are. Because you might have a situation like that too. I mean, if you go galactic, that there could be another form of gods that create a version of humanoid or something, and then they come here fucking around, and that can be confusing because they'll all be sky people for like a hominid or a humanoid to differentiate. If they're just looking at the technology or advancement of them, they wouldn't know if they're writing from a vanilla or green evolution, if you will, without knowing how they, like, it's almost like they drop us off here and say go, and you just don't know, like, what the fuck. Horizon Zero Dawn for real. But my family, for whatever reason, had 360 deals. And then the one that talked to us was like, nah, I created you. Fuck what these other niggas talking about. Matter of fact, can you get this little stone and wooden thing, these totems that you dedicated to them other sky people? Can you get those to talk to you? Nah, they can't talk. They can't do shit for you, can they? Nope. So they ain't fucking with me, are they? Probably not. So act like you know. On Abraham, act like you know. On Isaac, act like you know. So that's a degree by itself. But you could still have something else that's not related to that creation at all. And that's why I said it's confusing, because it's like, well, what's the ultimate God level? Because you would think a third-party God was created by our God, or is there another story there? It gets weird too fast for me, buddy. For I'm a jealous God. Hold on, who's talking? Who is this? You don't even know what rank they are. You don't know if that's the daddy, the granddaddy, the son, because the son could say that too, right? You got mad brothers and other angels down here like shit. Like, perfect example, Sumerian text. Enki and Enlil. Because I think Enki had Marduk, right? Which is like Hercules, kind of. He's a hybrid. So that's Enki's baby. Enlil, his twin, on some Cain and Abel shit. And Enlil wanted to run everything here and destroy it or something, flood. Same story. Enki was like, nah, chill. My son Marduk, he's that guy for real. Let him rock. Enlil's like, all right, now you got it. But you're dealing with those two, and they're brothers. But they're the same. They're God. However, their father is Anu, the Most High God, Sky God. So it's a family, at least. It's a family of gods, at least. Maybe they got ops. I don't know. That should get weird to me. But for here, for who we are, for where we're at, we got that part right. And I guess that's all that fucking matters. Because can't no other God save you. You ain't decoration. So either way you cut it up. When they go into that universal God and that all-seeing, all-knowing thing, I was like, bitch, you on the moon. You don't know how deep your damn consciousness goes. Your consciousness is primed for the moon. How the fuck I don't even think you can't perceive God as it is, let alone a trillion wormholes, mirror galaxy, all kind of weird shit they trying to discover again. That the Hindus, the ancestors, and all of them was talking about, or trying to talk about, as humans who don't travel there on their own volition. They have to be taken. That's that Enoch shit. That's that Elisha shit. Enoch was taken up, and Elisha was taken up, and I think one more. I think with me, Enoch's special though is that well, you know how it is. They code switch to Gnosticism. They allege that Enoch becomes Metatron. So he starts as a human, like a creation, and then he ranks up in heaven to Metatron. Yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But it's cool though. I mean, Enoch is a divine scribe at the very least, as it's attributed to him. Remember, he's during that time of all the race mixing and the giants, and same story, you know. Yeah, all these others. And currently, we have a lot of others here. I just think we're all Burr and Mur sized. And if there's giants still here, which I think they are, I just don't think they're as population dense as they once were. I think they're the ones with some of these flying wheels too. Because, I mean, Noah, he was a giant. So some of these UFOs could just be the giants that have been here since. Like when David was stomping the ark. But they're probably just on some other shit. Because they can fly the fuck out of here. Attack on Titan for real. They just ain't pressing us. So yeah. What a world we live in, bros. What a world we live in. King Well, you have people that's praying for you that don't even know, but they know you. That you don't even know, but they know you. King Well. Oh, that's beautiful. Jonathan says 3. One day Walmart will be building a FF7 type megacity that divides people into sectors. Most music, peace to the gods, Mr. Now. Jonathan L. Shogun, how you doing? Renato Fernandez, hey bro. King Well 3. I'm good-ish. I got a few more steps in my little nigga drama ladder. All glory to be Most High God. I think there's a way out the woods with it so far. Progress, one step forward for man. I hate anticipation, waiting, anxiety, and stress over shit. But it's not as bad this time because of what I was able to discuss, and you know, shout out to all the people involved, man. It'll be all right. It ain't that crazy. It can be. That's why that should be hanging on my head, because someone can just say fuck me and just go left, or they can just phase out like it's been doing, fizzle out, and keep the peace and move forward. Especially my birthday coming up too. Shit. I ain't got too much of this left in me, bro. I'm old. I'm getting old. But yeah, I'll tell the whole story one day. Netflix, holla at me, dog. I got the coolest King James Jr. story ever. I need Tyler Perry. I don't need Lee Daniels for the childhood part. And we gotta get one of them white boys too. Which white boy can do that for me? Shit. Who doing all that Inception shit? Him. We need him. Him, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. Gotta have that graphics up to snuff, man. At least Tenet level. The color grade, I need at least that. I need that drama. Since everyone keeps saying, you remind me of Tyler. Shut the front door. I remind you of a rich man in Atlanta. I know, that's why I moved there. I thought so too. One of the first places I went to try to apply to a job was the studio. As soon as it opened. I was just a few months too early. Chris Nolan, yeah. Chris Nolan, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. That's it, final answer. Because Lee Daniels understands that narcissistic abuse shit a little bit too well in his movies. Lee Daniels was raised by a family of vampires. The way he write them stories, boy, he know what a narcissist parent is now. I'll tell you that, man. He got that on lock. That shit real, bro. That shit he be talking about. That precious shit and that other shit with the Netflix one, with the light-skinned woman with the kids, that haunted house or whatever. How that mom was, oh my God, that's real. That's a real phenomenon. But it's not common, thank God. Thank God everyone ain't got that going on, but a lot of us do, unfortunately, especially in the hood. Especially in the hood. That breeds narcissism, actually. Survival of the fittest and all that other monkey animal brain shit. I get it, but there's nothing nice about it. And you don't have to deal with it. But anyway, yeah, I tell my story like that. And I'm gonna need a Japanese person, because sigils and symbology. Hold on. I need the white people to watch it. No, Chris Nolan can do it. We need a woman, D.I. I know a woman did one of these damn dramatic ass movies. What's that lady's name that be directing the TV shows that's really good? One of them sisters be like, you know how like series of TV shows be having like guest directors sometimes? I forgot one I saw. She was really good when she guest directs or whatever the fuck it's called. Get her ass. Oh yeah. Because I got stories just from relationships that go deep, that go 3 a.m. with their family and all that shit I got exposed to. Shit weird, bro. Yeah, man. If I live long enough, I might fuck around. AJ Smooth, how you doing, man? Another beautiful day in Europa for you, part 2? Go well. But yeah, man, I ain't got shit to talk about for real. Besides getting bitten up by these ants. Because they, for whatever fucking reason, want to crawl over and into your clothes and shirt. Like, the fuck? But yeah. A cathartic release. Me and my aunt's Walmart. And that Burger King in there damn near broke my heart, man. I walked in there and I didn't recognize nothing. They upgraded it. They upgraded everything but the kitchen. Everything's exactly where they left it, but everything else, the kiosk and the window, they changed. I'm like, what the fuck? Why y'all didn't have this shit when I was working here? But two, where the fuck's my Burger King at? That old ass fry hop. Shit changed so fast on your ass, boy. I think that's why I really can't be here. Because like, every time I leave for a little bit and I come back, like something else is totally different. Like, kind of like a Mandela effect. It's more so that others are moving here, like, and the population's increasing. So you know how the game goes. It's not quite gentrification, but it's like, it is, but it updates and upgrades and does whatever the fuck happens. So it's like, even in my memories, this ain't quite it. So I can't even revisit what I'm familiar with because it's unfamiliar now. And then the people, there's so many new people, and I'm older, so many more younger new people, that it changed the whole lifestyle, patina, what you expect, where you would go, where you would see people. It's a whole new map in that sense. And then of course, when you're in any hometown for as long as I've been here, goddamn 20 plus years, 25 years. I've been here at least 25 to 26 years, or got round down because I be going places. So let's say 23. Been here at least 23 years. And always being pulled back to it. It's like all those memories, don't want to relive those anyway. And then when it's like, when you're in a car, you're like, where am I going today? And you're like, most people stick to their district. So that Walmart, that grocery store, that whatever else. And then you cross over to the other town for like specialty things like clothes or whatever. And it's just a very circular life here. They call it a triangle, but it's more like a circle. Like you can take any of these, like if I took this street right here and I take it all the way out, it'll take me all the way downtown. And if I keep going, it'll take me all the way to the north side, the other north side. And it's like, you can't escape kind of thing. It makes you feel like a big ass circle, a circular triangle. So you're just loop and loop and loop, and every day is the same after a while, and your route to work's the same, and what you do in your free time is the same route. I particularly despise that type of life, especially 23 plus years deep of it, and I lived in every quadrant finally. This last year was the last quadrant I never lived in. So now I got like the whole thing mapped. I'm like, nah, not enough novelty for me, buddy. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I think the only way I'll come back is when my daughter's born. I'll take her to a state fair or something, if it's still open by then. I'll bring my daughter out here so she can see where her dad was thugging at. But living here, or retiring here, or try to raise a family here, great idea if you've never been here. If you haven't been here for 23 years. But for me, I done seen too much of the same shit too long. It be like that. You up a city ring road. But yeah, man, anything else new out there in the universe? I got a few minutes left before I jump off and I'm on my way, my way, my way. I found a journey inside of me. Make sure I got my charger. Shit. Hold on. Wallet, check. Keys, check. Backup phone. Where you at? Oh. Check. This is a cool little carry-on bag. Cool little one. They better let me carry it on. It's small enough, right? I think that's a carry-on. I don't fucking know. Shogun in the building. Wallet check. Come on now. I hate that shit, man. That should give you a fucking panic attack and everything else. Make you curse out everybody. Then you gotta stop, breathe. I got a Beck and San Antonio sigil. I gotta slow down time, retrace my steps, manifest finding it. Like, that's a whole 30-minute endeavor. And it'd be like right there. Whew. It's like right there. Oh, good. That's funny how, like, when you hyper-fixated like that, or when you're like on high alert like that, how you can't notice nuance. That's a message right there. Because like if a lost wallet, it is serious, but imagine how it's only serious because of fear. And then think about all the other things that fear do in that same exact way, where fear-based, not like you're scared or trembling. I'm talking about like, oh shit, something could go wrong, you know, that type of fear. How it dulls your senses. It changes your breathing in your shoulders too. So if you ever get worked up over some dumb shit like that, first thing you want to do before you go tearing everything apart looking for it is breathe. Like relax your shoulders and then take the double inhale, like, and exhale until it's completely empty, and then breathe all the way in. And when it stops, take another deep breath in, like almost like a hyperventilation. So you do a few of those over a minute, and then relax your shoulders so that that chemical that's in your, I don't know if it's the kidneys, the gallbladder, one of them damn organs release the bullshit. You calm that down first, and then you do like your little mind exercises, and then try to look for it. Don't try to look for it when you're breathing and your blood. When you're breathing and your blood is pumping like that, don't try to do nothing actually. Calm the fuck down first. Always. In all issues. Not just your wallet. In everything that produces that chemical or that response, that's bad fucking news, bro. That reaction is not used for looking for things. That reaction is fight or flight, but curtailed, you know, to modernism. It's fight or flight. So if you ain't fighting, you know, it's useless. Quite seriously. And it gets a lot of people in trouble too. Like with fights and escalating. It's because of that. They can't breathe. So like when you're breathing in your shoulders like that, you get even more, I don't know what the word for it is. I'm not a physiologist, but one day. But it's something. It's just something to do with physiology. Fucking human. You gotta biohack yourself, not to fucking have a conniption. Yep. For all things. If you could just be like that all the time, it'd be perfect. Matter of fact, I strongly recommend it. Even if you're not having a fucking conniption, you should probably like relax your shoulders and breathe deeply before you do anything, or respond, or consider, or give an answer to something. Or just, if it's tense, relax. Do that breathing hack. Yup. You better. You'll be able to think with more neurons or whatever the fuck it is. Because it narrow, it's like, yeah, it's because it's tunnel vision. It does this. But that is useful for other things. Hunting, someone who got you fucked up, and escape. For all things social and intellectual, skip it. 3, Yogan L. Jonathan L. You said Blood or Crip. Oh, I'm King James' grandson. How dare you? Can't do shit in that stage of energy. I'm telling you, and I be trying. I've been trying. Even like when you're dealing with like waves of thoughts. Like, you know how it is when thoughts be kicking your ass. It's the same story. If you think too much or have too much internal chatter, and then the images come, and then the images connect you to the past, and then like you're like kind of reacting and you feel it in your nervous system in your body, pause the tape. Like, oh, I see what the fuck you just did there. You snuck up on me. And then go through that breathing exercise. And then I complement it with affirmations. I'm a perfect mental creature. There is no evil, only infinite good. When man is part of the perfect mental world, part with the Most High, then it's impossible for A, B, and C, and D. And instead, you do denials and affirmations. Don't forget denials. There is no evil. Affirmation, only infinite good. Make sure you do the law of polarity on all those things that you're feeling. So take the thing that you're feeling, which is probably negative polarity, and take a minute to figure out what the positive side of it is, or the opposite is, and deny the negative, the feeling you have, and then reinforce, affirm the other end of it, right? So like, perfect mental creature cannot be in fear, for the Most High is the source of infinite confidence. Like that type of, you're using universal law, but it's also, I think Henry Thomas Hamlin, his book is more about that than Neville Goddard and the rest. Henry is the only one I really know that emphasized denial and affirmation as a combo package. And then at the end of it, he goes, thou art. So he's referring to God. So then I replaced, universal mind and all that bullshit with God. For me personally, because, on my side of town. But same. Like in the degree is similar. So yeah, perfect. So the perfect mental creature, and then the infinite mind of man, connected to source and the Most High. You confirm all those things that God have, provision, protection, strength. And even if you can do the Bible quotes, fear not, as a man think of his heart, so is he, like, and just stack that shit. And what you're doing is you're filling in the gaps so that those other thoughts and those runaway feelings are countered. So it's like a shortstop. Is really what it is. If you look at it as science, you're just putting these pulses and you're firing off these neurons and rewiring the chemicals and the energy, the electrical pulse, more than anything. It is about the words, but if we can see inside of our brain and our nervous system, you'll understand that those words are producing these thunderstorms, if you will, and you're quieting them down and firing them somewhere else by triggering those higher gravity thoughts. Especially if you believe in God and you have like that kind of like a religious or dogmatic background from your culture or parents, and you learn how to hone that in with the universal law for the math of it, then you'll overcome all of your bullshit eventually. But it's persistent though, depending on your practice. Like for like simple shit, no problem with me. Like I had some pain in my face earlier. So I was doing the sigils in my head and I was putting my chi around it, and it wouldn't go away right away, but I did it for like 5 minutes and I forgot about it and it stopped. Then it started hurting again and I did it again and I did the affirmations again, and then eventually it just stopped. Like those are easy, but if it's something new or shocking that would trigger flight or flight type of things, and you have no experience dealing with that or combating that yet, maybe because you mishandled it in the past, even when those triggers occur, it's okay. Just do it anyway, and when it's going to go away, and then you think about something else, or if it's pending, it's going to sneak back up on you through another way. You do it again, and you just keep doing it until it or you gets tired of doing it. You're going to win though. If it takes you 15 minutes, it takes you 15 minutes. Just do it. I swear to you. It's going to revolutionize your whole life. No cap in my rap. if you don't believe shit I say about the aliens, God, and everything in between us, that right there is money. That right there is money. Every man needs to know how to counter his thoughts, his fears, his adrenaline, his worry, all those things that kind of cripple us and weaken us as being as sharp and as strong as we can be. You got it's math, bro. Thank God. It's logical. Thank God. If it'll work if you work it type shit. And then you'll feel so much better too, because you won't be stuck in recursive loops and thoughts more than 15 minutes a day or all day. You know, like some people get depressed and they stay depressed for like weeks, right? Nah, not with this. It wouldn't be impossible depending on what happened to you, but it won't be as bad as the depression as you probably experienced in high school if you went through that hormonally, or you know, the first time you were really flunked out or break up or something. Like, it won't linger like those do. It'll be on the moment, you'll feel it, you'll push it. Now, if you have some real intense shit happens and you have like that general lower vibration and you're waiting to get your spunk and your creativity and all that shit back, that's going to take time anyway, because that's a more compound issue. But how you feel in the moment while that's going on, you can definitely lift the vibration higher than sinking to the bottom, thinking about it, sinking lower, getting pissed or sad about it, and sinking to the left. Like, nah, you can sink a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with processing feelings and going through seasons of fuck this. Perfectly fine. But don't let that steal your joy of the day. Like, that one thing could be like, yo, fuck that bitch, fuck that situation, whatever. But when you out and about, when you're interacting, when you're doing your thing, when you're working, when you're playing the game, when you're hanging out, you got to keep that regiment in your mind. It's a tool. It's the illest thing we have. It's the illest thing we have, that you can reprogram your mind in real time. Or it's more like conditioning. You're conditioning your physiology in your brain, in the mind that's the witness of all this madness, that creates the images and triggers the body, because you're feeling something in your body. But your mind is just, you know, referring to the shit. It doesn't really, it has no impact on your soul or nothing or in that degree. It's the body that's the animal part of you that's running away with the shit. So you learn the science or the math of that, you get the animal under control, you have so many more better days. You have so many more better days. I think a lot of people can't manifest and do some of the dope shit, even some of the psychic ESP things, because they're vibrating too low on all the other shit that I'm talking about. So like, there's a quota, like there's a mana quota before you can do some of the cooler things, or the cooler things working faster and more instant. Is because you got to raise your base vibration to whatever the threshold is for you. And one way to do that is with these reversals and denials. So it's a dynamic thought, Henry Thomas Hamilton, or success through a positive mental attitude, Napoleon Hill. Easy reads, short books. Start there, practice, and never stop. Never stop. Just never fucking stop. Because you're not going to realize what part of your thoughts and your feelings and moods ain't under that influence, like I did. Like, I took care of a lot of shit, but then I was like, wait, there's some residue shit that's part of this program too? Oh shit, that ain't me either, nigga. I thought that was my personality. No, that's not your personality. That's an old feeling. That just is hanging out every fucking day. Oh shit, time to get rid of this bitch. So yeah, that's all. Once you conquer that, man, you conquer the fucking world for real. For real. I'm dead ass. Once you can eliminate those moments of uncomfort, fear, or hesitation and all that shit, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way your posture changes, because you realize nothing's that fucking serious. Nothing's that fucking serious. But conditioning, society, TV, media, the wrong people in your life, installing the wrong programs or making you feel away a long time ago, all kind of shit. We all got it, don't worry. But you can fix it though. Don't know that. Know that. You can fix it. It does not have to stay like that. That shit clutch, bro. I'm telling you, as a grown ass man now, I'm just realizing some of the degrees that the book says plainly, but I didn't get it to the degree I get it now 20 goddamn years later. So I'm telling you with 20 years of experience, it's before it was, you know, oh, I want to manifest some things, my life is kind of challenging, I want to make some cool things happen, but I don't know how, and this works every once in a while, this is cool, oh, it works for these things, but not those things yet, I guess I got a limitation. Like, it was like that. It was like a battle. Now it's kind of like, oh no, this ain't for no manifesting no goddamn things. the science ain't really about manifesting things. It does, but it's so much doper than that. Because you get to a point where it's like there is no spoon. Like, I don't need to manifest nothing if I can create that vibe, that contentment, that peace, or a high, like, you get lucky, you get to a higher vibe sometimes. That one I was telling you about, that bliss one, oh my God. I wish I knew what buttons to push. That's like, you put the cheat code in once and you forgot what the buttons are. I got one of those too. Like, that one right there, I want to live like that. I want every fucking day to have that moment all fucking day. And I am hit and miss on that motherfucker. I got 5 of those in my lifetime, and I know they exist. So I'm chasing that feeling, but it creeps in the same way. If you can master these vibrations and get generally a little bit higher, then those moments will be easier to reach for from that level than trying to be in the pits of the hell and, you know, reach for bliss, if you will. I think that's what they call it. I don't know what it's called, but it make you feel like nothing wrong. Like, I was throwing the negative of negative memories and thoughts at myself in that state, and nothing stuck. It never took over. It was like, ha ha ha, I'm so grateful for everything. Oh my God, this is a fucking movie. Oh my God, and it changes your vision too. Like, you become sensitive to light. It's kind of like light gets warmer in that state. Beautiful, amazing. There's some chemical your brain produces on the sly, but it comes from gratitude and like balancing your energy in general. I don't know what diet you got to be on to get enough of that chemical, but I need it. I need that shit. They need to put that in the fucking vitamin, because I don't think you have depression. You don't have nothing. The world would be at peace. I promise you. It makes you feel like nothing can fuck with you. Nothing. You're just sitting there looking stupid, smiling, and like everything that was bothering you, at least in that moment, is just like, it ain't real anyway. And then when you snap out that shit and someone picks you off again, you're like, God damn it. I hate this feeling. My nervous system. How do I get back to that other motherfucker? Yeah, just like that. So these books is the science of re-regulating your hormones, your nervous system, your brain, to achieve those other altered states that you hear about in the Hindu stuff. That's all it is. The monks and all that, that's all it is. They're getting there somehow by not dealing with nobody, right? They're not fucking up their day at all. They're staying to themselves, quiet, not talking, no input. They just like, yo, look, you ain't fucking up my momentum. And I get it, and I can respect that and appreciate that now. Those who really achieve that, I get why they isolate themselves. Other than that, it's kind of, you know, I don't know, man, I need some bitches, but you know, that's just me. So, but if you and your shorty can do that, oh my God. Oh, a novelty. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shout out to Jonathan L. But yeah, let me get out of here, guys. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Thank y'all for tuning in to this video and the previous one. Support the support, like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back live in effect soon, maybe tomorrow. Peace.